Hello doctors, today in this video our group, which is group 17, will present our research paper. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lilian. So our topic is about the data security. So without wasting the time, I would like to study our group presentation. Now, I will continue to present for chapter 1. First is about the research background. Data security is the practice of protecting digital information from unauthorized access, corruptions, or facts throughout its entire lifestyle. Data security is important in protecting our data, such as the corporate data, because it will influence their revenue if it is exposed to third party, which result in a big loss for the corporate. Next is about the problem statement. The most famous incident will be the Yahoo breach in 2013, where 3 million of Yahoo email users were involved. The dark web seller offered over 1 million Yahoo accounts for roughly 300,000. Thus, data security although have already here since the 1960s, was commonly known by internet users in the 1980s. In the 1986, Germany employed computer hacker Marker Habs to peruse the United States military secrets, and Germans managed to steal it by hacking into over 400 military computers. People were terrified by hacking technique, which refer to data breach. Today, they are able to describe a country within a snap. The research questions for our research paper is, first, why the personal information or data breach happen. The second is what the effect when a personal information data breach happen. The third is about how to prevent personal information breach happen. There are three research objectives for our group. First is about the reason on how our personal information breach. The second is the effect or reach for personal information breach. The second is the solution to overcome the personal of information breach. The scope of study for our research paper is to identify the reason, effect, and solution to the problem of compromised personal data or information. Therefore, the scope of these studies mainly highlight the breach of personal data security. The significance of study is to study the reason, effect, and solution of personal information breach. In the previous study, there are very few reports that combine these three variables together and explain it. Thus, we want to understand what factor will link to a personal information breach, the effect of personal information breach, and what solutions can help to reduce the risk of personal information breach and prevent personal information breach.
Now let's move on to Chapter 2, Literature Review. A literature review is an academic work that showcases an understanding and knowledge of academic literature on a specific topic. It entails looking up information on the subject and getting acquainted with pertinent research in order to spot problems and gaps in the literature. This chapter will consist of an introduction, theoretical review, empirical review, recommendation, research methods in the reference articles, comments for future study, and summary. Theoretical review. Data security concerns how people and organizations create sustainable and reliable resources from the information. It can be simply defined as a safeguarding digital data from destructive forces and from the unwanted actions of unauthorized users or third parties. In the theoretical review, we created a framework DRES or DRES as the basic theory, where D represents our topic data security, R represents the reasons, E represents the effects, and S represents the solution. Next is empirical review. Reason of personal information data breach. Smith 2016 discovered that 70% of breaches involve healthcare providers and often involve security issues with electronic or digital data. Kafali 2017 highlighted human errors and poor data management practices as leading causes of data breaches. Sen and Borley 2015 found that investing in IT security can paradoxically increase the likelihood of data breaches, and they also discuss vulnerabilities in third-party software and social manipulation as contributing factors. Next, the effect of personal information data breaches. Telang and Watal 2007 observed that when vulnerability information in software products was disclosed, stock prices were significantly affected. The impact of data breaches on stock market prices was also analyzed, revealing a negative effect on businesses by Johnson 2018. Data breaches can negatively impact a company reputation, especially in the hotel industry, where personal information about guests and employees is retained, which is said by Berezina 2012. Data breaches also harm a firm's reputation on social media platforms by Sinamach 2015. Next, solutions to overcome the problems of personal information data breach. Data encryption is a crucial measure to protect data from unauthorized access in the event of data breach by P. Ravi Kumar 2017. Cloud computing presents unique security challenges due to factors such as heterogeneity, resource sharing, and multi-tenancy by P. Ravi Kumar 2017. Security concerns must be addressed before implementing cloud computing solution, and various security measures are discussed in the literature by R. Rao and K.S. Rao 2015. Next is research methods in the reference article. According to the 30 articles that we reviewed, the authors use quantitative data to complete their reports. Quantitative research uses measurable data to clarify facts and reveal research patterns. Quantitative data collection methods include various forms of survey online, paper, mobile, and self-service kiosk surveys, face-to-face interviews, telephone interviews, website interception, online opinion surveys, and systematic observation. Next is comment for future study. Data loss prevention (DLP) technology has become a crucial part of today's industry due to increased worries about issues including data breaches, cyber attacks, corporate espionage, and data service privacy legislation. We hope that the parties responsible and do more study for this problem, also provide early education and skill training courses in using the internet wisely, as well as increase awareness campaigns about issues to the internet service related to data security to help prepare for handling these types of problems in the future. In summary, through the learning of the study in this chapter, it focuses the researcher to deepen the understanding of the topic and the title of the selected study, which is Data Security, a study on the reason, impact, and solution of a data breach.
Good morning, Dr. Chinese and fellow classmates. I am JAMUIL, mentoring number BT23103 Chapter 3 introduces the methodology that the researcher chose. We utilize positivism as the results produced are more precise, verifiable, and systematic when testing the hypothesis. We chose deductive approach to test the hypothesis using case study, as we only focus in UMS, which is a small place. We only utilize quantitative method using longitudinal data which collected in UMS. Our dependent variable is personal data outreach, while reasons, impacts, and solution are the independent variables. There were 3 hypotheses represented each independent variable respectively. We aim to use estimation method, which included descriptive data, multiple linear regression, which are ANOVA, t-test coefficient, and coefficient of determination.
Greeting to everyone. My name is LIANGSANKIU JAMUIL, number project BB2110545. So I will present chapter 4. This chapter 4 is review to the result of qualitative and quantitative analysis in answering the relationship between the dependent variable, that is data security, and the study of the independent variable, that is reason, effect, and solution to the data breach. Therefore, in fulfilling the study, this chapter I will identify the age of the user, the gender, and the level of education of the user, and also occupations of the user in answering the questions prepared by our research team through Google Form to the general public and distribute them through the internet such as Telegram, which is faster than the traditional method. So next, in this chapter, we also analyze each response of respondent who answered the questions in order to fulfill the study of the qualitative method and explaining the 3 independent variables related to the data breach. So we have 3 questions that we provide. First, what reason do you think can lead to personal data breach? Next, what is the biggest consequences of personal information breach to you? And the last question, what method do you think can effectively prevent personal information breach? So through the implementation of research using this Google form, it was found that there are limitations in getting respondents, such as firm and the government sector, who are more knowledgeable in providing reasonable responses in answering the relevance of data breaches in terms of reason, impact, and solutions to address data breach. Through the study, we also want to focus on the target group of outsiders, such as bank system manager and other parties who are familiar with how information security works. There are minimal opportunity to get target respondent to provide clarification or research to ask questions about the topic of the data breach. With the large number of respondents on student response, this can result in lack of context and understanding due to the lack of experience and detailed knowledge about data security that potentially result in incomplete, inaccurate, and less relevant responses.
In Chapter 5, secondary data analysis refers to the process of analyzing existing data that was collected by someone else for a different purpose. It involves examining and reusing data that were originally collected by other researchers, organizations, or institutions. The primary aim of secondary data analysis is to answer research questions or explore new hypotheses without the need for primary data collection. Total of 30 articles were reviewed, 10 articles for the reason of data breaches, 10 articles for the effects of data breaches, and 10 articles for the solution to prevent the incidents. The main reason why data breaches happen are inadequate security measures, insider threats, poor data management practices, third-party vulnerability, human error, and so on. The incidence of data breaches will affect the company's financial situations, stock market, customer perception and trust, firm's reputation, and also market activity. The solution to prevent data breaches happen are data encryption, cloud security measure, user privacy protection, advanced security measure, and authentication mechanism.
In conclusion, the research on personal data security leakage has highlighted the reasons, effects, and solutions of breaches of personal data. It emphasized the importance of creating complex passwords and changing them regularly. Additionally, education and training through materials, workshops, and partnerships play a crucial role in raising awareness and preventing data breaches at the primary level. By equipping young individuals with the necessary knowledge and skills, we empower them to protect their personal data effectively. Public awareness is also essential. Strong passwords, crucial disclosure of personal information, and careful use of public Wi-Fi networks should be emphasized from an early age. By instilling these practices, we can foster a culture of responsible data security among young individuals. It's important to understand that protecting personal data is an ongoing effort. We must remain vigilant and proactive in safeguarding our information as technology and threats continue to evolve. By prioritizing personal data security at the primary level and instilling good habits from an early age, we can create a foundation for a secure digital future. That's all from me. Thank you.